Well, Al, we'll start with the stats if we can. Histon, 22 attempts on goal today, counting not a single shot in the second half. Is it a feeling of relief today rather than elation?
I just look at the final stat, 3 points. It's the only thing I need to look at.
Pleased with the goal, obviously.
Yeah, definitely pleased with the goal. Especially, I think you need to interview all our players individually each week so they can all get on the score sheet. No, it was a good finish, really good finish from Nicky. I was pleased with him.
Talking about goal scorers, but it's keeping them out today. When you get a stat like that, 22 attempts, clearly your goalkeeper today. It's his 5th clean sheet of the season. He played well today.
Outstanding, absolutely. You put any ball in our box, in the air, you know he's going to come and take it cleanly. But his reaction stuff today, his blocks, and it was just that was a great performance from him.
There was one in particular, wasn't there, just after half time, the glancing header from Lewis Taff. I thought it was in.
I thought it was in and all, but you know, somehow he gets to him, and you know, he takes a lot of stick, Ian, and he's taken a lot of stick over the months here. But even if I had another keeper, he'd still be first choice, because a lot of people don't know what he's gone through over the past few months, and to come out on top of that and keep turning in, you know, safe hands performances, every credit to him.
He's just told us his baby had him up at 1:30 and at 5:30, so a few more sleepless nights. If he keeps playing like that, he'll be all right.
Well, I told him that. He's gone into that business now, hasn't he, where he's got kids, so you know, he's got a few problems on him.
I think the only thing that went wrong for him was it was a clearance which ultimately led to a red card for Jordan Fagbola. What was your view of that? It was a second yellow for Jordan.
It was a second yellow, and he clipped him, and I've just spoken to the referee, and the referee said he thought he had a reasonable chance of getting through on goal, and I couldn't argue with it. You know, I mean, I'll argue my case, but I couldn't really argue with that, and so I've got to say it was a fair decision from the referee.
It's 2 reds in successive games. Is that just coincidence, or are you worried about discipline at all?
No, I've not got a problem, because on the other side of what I've just said, the referee, I've just spoken to him now. He's just commended us about our players' attitudes and the discipline that we have, and we've tried to create that in the dressing room. We've got the best dressing room that we've had for a long time, and people are committed, but they're committed in the right way. They want to play the game right with a bit of energy and a bit of determination, and you know, you can look at the performance, and I'd say it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. And I'm not a poet.
People talk about teams. Good teams are the ones that win games when they don't play well. Is that what you've done today?
We didn't play well at all, but we dug in, and we did what mattered. We had a clean sheet, and we scored at the other end, and we went down at 10 men, and we defended resolutely. And if I go back X amount of months ago, that wouldn't have happened. That 1-0 would have turned into a 3-1, 4-1 in the final 15 minutes, and it didn't happen.
It's 4 wins out of 6 now as well. I mean, in terms of a run, you're on one at the moment, aren't you? And you've got yourselves up towards a mid-table position. So you must be a lot happier now through 2014 than you were at the end of 2013.
I'm always on one, you know that.
Yeah.
But I'm pleased with the way we're going about our. You know, we're pulling the points back. We've not played outstanding, but we've played very resolute, and we've been efficient with what we've done. And as you say, you know, we're scoring a lot of goals for, and keeping the goals against down. So we're pointing in the right direction. I say it's a long time. You know, it's a rebuilding job here, and it's took a long time. And I honestly think that we've got the basis of something sound to build on.
Quick word for Nicky Platt. I mean, he's got his goal at last, hasn't he? 15 games it's taken for him to score that goal. You must be pleased for him.
Very pleased with him. He's a great take, and he's a smashing lad around the dressing room. He's a proper pro. Now you get no whinges off him. And I thought Nicky did really well. He's had a bit of an injury this week, and I just felt that the heavy pitch was taking its toll, and you know, on him. So and that's the only reason that he came off. Given
all the postponements, you must be pleased just to get a game on today, particularly now you've got the 3 points.
Yeah, you know, it's difficult when you don't play, and we seem to have just been training, but I just thought it was a reward today for the hard work we've put in the training, and I want to thank the fans again for, you know, the support and the numbers that they come in here, and I want them to believe in what we're trying to do and build some future for the club.
I saw you shaking hands with Brian Page at the end there. I know as a manager you must feel massive sympathy for him today, do you?
I just went up and I said 1-1.
Yeah.
You know, one for you, one for us. He took it on the chin. There's no problem with that.
He just go up to the press box, absolutely drenched, shaking his head, looking at the 22 attempts. He can't believe it.
I thought he was an extra player for them. I mean, he was doing everything he could for the team, and he's a good bloke, and he's got. I tell you what, he's got a good team.
Yeah.
You know, you see last week's result against Ferriby, and then I can actually see why that happened, because they, you know, as you say, lots of attempts on goals, but it wasn't just that. They played some good football. But in the morning, it'll say 1-0. Game over. In
terms of the sort of next 2.5 weeks, I was looking at it. I think we've got 6 games in 17 days. The players look fit today. It's going to be a long stretch for them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's long toll. We've got to be very careful how we manage the players. We've got to look at the training routine. We've got to look at the travel. You know, there's a lot of consideration, especially with us being part time. And you know, my job now is to manage that time properly and get the benefit out of the squad. This won't be you know, the same team every week that's going to go into these few games. We're going to pick up all sorts, and we've got a strong mentality, and we've got some really good lads in the dressing room, and I'm well pleased for them today that they've worked hard and got 3 points, irrespective of you know, your stat book, because I know what it's like.
And just finally, I've got to ask you about Tuesday night, away to Boston, playoff contenders at the moment. What day do you think we'll all get a text from Lewis King before that one?
Has he not done it already?
Not yet, no.
No, well,
any time.
Yeah, he'll be tweeting now, won't he? We're going to hammer him on Tuesday. We'll get all that stuff. But Lewis is a legend in his own mind, so it'd be nice to meet him next week.
Top man. Well done today.
Cheers.